on using Wimba to do a video-based presentation. I'm actually inside of the course, and you'll notice that I have got listed a few key items. Some items that you have to make sure you're aware of is that you can't edit the video when you're done, so it's very important that you have your prepared answers, in a sense a prepared script before you start recording. This also, you must use a webcam for this. If you do not have a webcam on your own personal laptop, there are some locations on campus where you can get access to some iMacs which have got a webcam on them. To get started with this, I actually have some instructions here inside the course, but I'm going to actually go straight to Wimba and show you exactly what's going to happen. So there's a link to the Wimba. It's going to open up in a new window. And one of the things about Wimba, it does open up several new windows. When you go inside of there, you're going to actually see two different options. One for practicing, so if you want to practice ahead of time, do a couple of runs for practicing, you can certainly do that. But the one that will be graded actually is under Creative Project Presentation for grading. You'll notice there's two options here, one that says Launch and one that says Plus. This only shows up for instructors. As a student, you would only see the Launch. You're going to select single time, just one click on the Creative Project, and then click on the Launch button. When you do that, that's going to open up a little window. You may see this window. Do not panic. Just click on this link and it will take and bypass that. It's going to now bring you into a Run Wizard screen. If you have not run the wizard before, have never used Wimba or whatever, click on the Run Wizard and it will take you through a series of steps to make it so your system is ready to both record with your microphone and also hear any kind of things that are being said inside the Wimba system. It also checks for pop-ups if you have your pop-up blocker turned on. You'll actually have to turn that off for this tool. If you've run the wizard the first time, the next time that you come through there, you can actually click right straight to click here, which allows you to enter straight into the room. When you enter into the room, it actually is going to have various components in it. You'll see it actually tells you the session that you're in. It'll have over here some various options for web presentation. It gives you a little bong 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 sound saying that it's finished its setup, and then it basically gives you an option for a talk button, a speaker button, a very important the video button, and then a phone in button. For our particular session, you're going to need to have, like I said, your video camera set up, which is your webcam. If you are working with an iMac, it's already got it on there. If you're working with a PC, it should be part of the integration as well. To use the video camera, you're going to click actually on the video camera link and it's going to pop up a new window. It's going to say no video to start off with because there is no video being pulled in at the moment. You're going to need to click on the little eyeball down here at the bottom. When you do that, it's going to recognize your webcam and bring it in to the main screen. Now, as you're doing your presentation, you're going to actually need to talk or use the talk button to record it. Because right now it's showing my screen, but it's not recording me do anything. If you'll notice there's a talk button over here on the left-hand side. You'll need to hold down the talk button in order for the recording to occur, or actually for the talking to occur. In order to record your section, so you can do a practice run without recording anything, but when you're ready to record and do your actual session, you'll notice over here in the upper right hand corner there's actually something that says Archive Stopped. You actually can click on that, and when you click on it, it's going to say, it's going to run, would you like to archive this presentation? You're going to say yes.
Archiving started.
So now it's giving you a little voice prompt that the archiving is started. You'll also notice something down here at the bottom. It actually is going to say the archiver is activated. From this point forward, it's going to start recording. Now it's going to record the amount of time that you're doing something. It doesn't actually start recording your voice though until you hold down the talk button. So while you're talking, you hold down the talk button and answer all of your questions, respond to all the questions inside of this, holding down the talk button. It's very important when you do this session that you first start by repeating the question that you're responding to. So if you're answering a specific question, then you're going to hold down the talk button to answer that question. So one of the items actually is to discuss your knowledge gained as it affects your views of yourself and or fits into your life, and provide examples. So you're going to start off by reading that question or that statement, and then you're going to take and talk through your response, holding down the talk button the entire time. Once you're done with your presentation, you're going to go and there's the archiver button up at the top. You're going to click on the archiver button again, which will stop the archive. It's going to say, do you want to stop? You're going to click OK.
Archive recording has been stopped. Archive is being saved. The archive is now complete.
At this point, the archive is finished. You actually can exit the session. So I'm going to close out of my video window. I'm also going to close out of Wimba. Now, I just said goodbye. And then I can close down my secondary window as well. Now, I am showing you this on a Macintosh. It does not matter if you use Mac or PC. It is totally independent of each one of the platforms. I'm going to close down the next pop-up window that came up. And now I'm back in the main room again. So I want to now see what I've created or what I've recorded. And down here at the bottom of the screen, there actually is a link back to Wimba. So you're going to click on the open up the Wimba link again. When you enter into that space, you'll now notice that there is actually a time date stamp recording of your session. So, and if you were doing practice runs, you will see practice sessions of that. In order to listen to what has been recorded, single click on it again, click on launch. And then you're going to always see that link most likely, and then keep on going, click through. You'll notice that it does open up many different windows. You just have to work through each one of the windows. It's going to now show the archive presentation. Notice that my lips are moving and I'm not doing anything in the moment because it was running the entire time, but the thing is that it wasn't recording the audio until I actually held down the talk button. So at this point,
so while you're talking, you hold down the talk button and answer all of your questions, respond to all the questions inside of this, holding down the talk button.
So now you'll notice that basically at this point it is actually picking up that talk button. So I'm going to close this down, but that's how you can see what recording session that you created after that. You're going to close down the box and exit out of it. Once you have finished your recording and have tested your recording, you need to email your professor the actual time and date of your actual recording, so the instructor knows when you actually have done that recording. So you're going to send an email to them, which is the date and time of the recording. The way that this particular session is set up is that only one user can get in at a time to do these particular recordings. Once you're done with that, like I said, you can go back to review it. You can review other recordings as they're available. The instructor will make different changes within the course. Once you're done with any kind of Wimba activity, you could actually close down the Wimba box to return to the course. Those are the basic guidelines that are associated with Wimba. I do want to draw to your attention that there is a Wimba help desk phone number. It is listed as 866-350-4978. That help desk will help you if you have problems with using Wimba. They do not know about your assignment, but they can answer Wimba-based questions. For some reason, if your video does not play, or if while running the test of your system, the Wimba Wizard, if you have problems with the Wimba Wizard, you can call them and they will help you out with that process. So this has basically been an overview of using the Wimba system to do a video-based recording of a presentation. Good luck.